Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect brothers out there pushing this truth with all diligence and sincerity, risking your freedoms and your lives to do so. This is the brother Lahab coming to you with another lesson. Just gonna go into, man, like the average person walking down the street knows that they're an Israelite, man. You know, from you got even the rappers. The Lord used them on the left hand side to speak this truth, as well as some of these false camps. They probably can't tell you the deepness of the doctrine, but they can definitely tell you that so-called blacks, if not the Latinos and Native Americans, are Israelites. They'll tell you some parts of this truth, and then some people will know some parts of the breakdown of the sign, even if they don't know how to go into the scriptures to prove it. They know that the so-called Latinos, like I said, and the natives, they're Israelites, just like the so-called blacks who descended from the slave trade, And then you got brothers that's actually in the knowledge, whether they be GMS or not, that preach also of the confusion of faith, which is scattered abroad. But it just goes to show you that we are at the end, and the Lord is sealing everything up, because it's becoming common knowledge to find the name of the Lord. If you were to Google it, I know we did it a couple years ago. We changed the narrative by speaking so much truth in the earth, is that you look up the name of the Lord, even you would find that to be Yahweh. Just some little things. But this is Philippians chapter 1. Verse 15, it says, some indeed preach a Mashiach, even of envy and strife, and some also of goodwill. So you got those that's going out there that's preaching of their own belly, because this seems like a new hip thing, or how you can make some money or things like that. But then you also got sincere brothers that's going out there as well. And it's really just a part of the prophecies the Lord said that he would do. You would have different camps out there as well, speaking truth and non-truth. Because like I said, you even got brothers out there that don't call themselves GMS, but they have learned from the apostles and elders, and the doctrine is on point. Then you got some that have gone backward on what they've learned and teach contrary-wise, but they still teach, the fact that we are Israelites. It says, the one preacher Mashiach of contention, not sincerely, supposing to add affliction to my bonds, but the other of love, knowing that I am set for the defense of the gospel. What then? Notwithstanding every way, whether in pretense, which is falsehood, or in truth, Hamashiach is preached, and I will therein do rejoice, and will rejoice. Because we know that, the false prophets were set up to do a job as well. It's just proving the power of the Lord, that we are almost up out of this place, man. It's being heard, man. You got guys like Chief keep saying, brushing on my beard like Abraham. He was subliminally saying that he knew that he was an Israelite. You had that one guy, Kodak Black, who's a pure demon. What do you say? I'm an Israelite. My diamonds Israel ice. Even though those guys they're confessing that they know, and there's going to be a condemnation to them, but they're also confessing so that the average J can hear this and either convert to the truth, or just continue to be a nigga calling themselves an Israelite, or just be one of those guys that know, but you're not gonna claim it because it's so much of a what's the word I'm looking for? Infamy. It's such a negative name and stigma put on calling yourselves a Hebrew Israelite. I was on the bus with my daughter headed to the store, and this one Jake, he wanted to pray over us, and I wasn't really with it. I was just, kind of trying to let the guy talk. I will say, even though I was with my daughter, I should have been more adamant. But when he said that name Jay, I was like, yeah, we don't. That's not the name. I corrected him on that. And then I'm trying to get off the bus. He's like, oh, you're a Hebrew Israelite? I didn't really answer him. I just I told him, this ain't really the time to talk about that. We believe in the Bible. I just wasn't trying to do all that on the bus. But, through the Spirit, sometimes we're going to have to do that. Because, like Paul said, I am set for the very defense of the gospel. But this is Romans chapter 10, verse 18. It says, "But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, in their words unto the ends of the world." You know, so the apostles are known. You know, the different guys going out there and teaching are known. And whether it be a negative stigmatism or not, because they're always going to try to present that, you know, which is why it doesn't make sense that you got guys like Chief Ephraim out there making it seem like we're militant, or guys like Guerrilla Hebrew saying that we are BIEs, and that's not what this is, man. We're just, yeah, we're bold, but we can do nothing. Our power is prayer. That's something people don't believe in. Our power is literally prayer. It's Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, you know? And this is what we're trying to teach our people, to get away from that carnality. That's not of this truth. You know, it says that the true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit. As a matter of fact, hold on, I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna come back to this Romans. But that's John 5. It might be John, the 4th chapter. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna start at verse 23. This is John 4 and 23. It says, "But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth." You know, so like I said, you're gonna have guys that's going out there that's teaching falsehood, but that's not gonna negate the elect from coming in and receiving this truth, man. Because some of them were set up by Esau. You know, he set up some of these prophets, and they took the bag. You know, you got guys like the so-called ISUBK, which the Lord took that spirit off of them a very long time ago. You know, it's supposed to be the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge, but they don't have the spirit to have that anymore. You know, that's really not the name that's properly on them right now. Spiritually, they going the hell off, man, because they're not leading as they should. They're leading like guys who just came into the truth and don't know what to do. So you're misleading other guys to be more niggerish like you. Like it says in the scriptures that you make you go and you seek out that proselyte and you make him twofold more the child of hell. You know, that's what they do. The guys that come into their thing, they're all prideful and vulgar. You know, they don't know how to have a conversation. They want to speak over you. Like the one thing that happened, I think it was the brothers in Atlanta when they tried to run the brothers off on the block like some niggas, man. That's not what we do, man. Now, if you want to have a debate, that's cool, but is the debate gonna go anywhere? It's really just a waste of time. It's niggerish, man. But that's the spirit we're trying to get away from, because that is the spirit that's of the world. That's the spirit of death. You know, it says, "For the Father seeketh such to worship him. The Most High God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth." So it's gonna be found out if you're not really about this or not. You can call yourself Israel all day. Shit, you can even say the name of the Lord, but if you're not really living up to that, you know, what does it say? Many shall come unto me saying, "Lord, Lord," you know, and the Lord's not gonna hear them in that day. Go back to this Romans 10, man, because this truth is being spread, man, on how we are to be. You know, shoot, actually, since I said that, now as a part of this lesson, I want to get to this Peter's first, because everybody's gonna, if you're gonna have this destruction come, you know, knowing that it's gonna come, how would you think you would be in that day? You would be like, "Oh shit, none of this shit really matters." And that's how we're supposed to be carrying ourselves, as if we're in that day, man. Like as if the Lord can just come back at any given moment, and it's like, shit, is a cigarette dropping off your mouth when you see that big wonderful chariot in the sky, or are you rejoicing with terrible fear? You know. But this is 2 Peter chapter 3, Verse 11, it says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? And that's what we're trying to teach. This is what's going on throughout the earth, man. That our Lord is going to come back and he's gonna bring down those that oppress his nation, even those that are of his nation and have a wicked spirit to oppress the nation, man. Which, like I said, you got guys in these other camps that are they're enemies of the Lord because they oppress the truth, you know. And in times past, some of them was putting us to death, man, you know. But they oppress this truth and they make it hard for us to come out. And then they slander us, saying things that we don't do. Something that, you know, just even based off of words, sometimes Esau he'll go with a slander and he can come down on us because of that. But the Lord has fought for us, you know, because we ain't out there molesting no children. We ain't out there even what's according to the scriptures, man. Because the scriptures does say that when a woman reaches a certain age with her period, that lawfully, yes, you would be able to lay down with that. But we understand how these laws are. That's not, we ain't fighting to just go, oh, it got to be a young woman. That's crazy, man. When you could just get you a woman, whether she, you know, she's probably not going to be no virgin, you know, but hey, it's not hard for us to comply to a law of dating a woman that's 17, 18 years or older, man. And I said 17 or 18 because in some states, 17 is a legal age of consent as well as 18. But these laws contradict each other because in some states it's 16 and in other states it's even 15. You know, but just to keep it all clear all together, you know, if you really need a woman at this time, which we don't, but if you have to that burn and it'll make it a little bit easier for you to focus, if it's able to be done in your life, you know, if it's able to exist in your lifestyle and you still be in this truth in the proper way, yeah, you can go get you a woman. But a woman is the most important thing right now. We teach these things, man. Yeah, it says in the scriptures that the Lord made man and woman to dwell together, but it also says that this is the end and our people are not right. Half the women you meet are going to be demons. So just to keep your spirit in the right place, it's best to go without one. But it's not unlawful to take a single woman. You know, it's not against our laws if you need to go out and get you a woman that ain't got no man. You know, let that be known. But the most important thing is existing in this truth, understanding what 2 Peter 3:11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons are you to be in all holy conversation and godliness? You're using this book, this manual, you know, to guide your life. Because the Lord set up a book for us to get out of any situation and to be blameless. Likewise as Yahweh Shai spoke about those things that were lawful and they tried to condemn him. But did he do anything? No. But this is the same thing they try to do to us, you know. But nevertheless, the truth is going to come out, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High, in which you got some guys is talking about they want to build up here, that America's not going to be destroyed, that America isn't Babylon the Great, that the rice chip in Revelations 13 and 16 isn't the MOTB, that you got all types of heresies coming out, man. But nevertheless, they get proven wrong through the truth. It says, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Like I said, you don't have guys like ISUPK and Vocab Malone thinking about this, man. They think about coming against us. People that's trying to help out the elect people from being condemned. They don't. Hey, man, these people don't care about saving souls, man. Those other guys don't care about saving souls, man. They care about coming against life and truth, which is what we speak, man. Which is to save the souls from this, man. We understand at the end of the day that this is what's going to be. It says, nevertheless, we according to his promise look for new heavens and a new earth, because we understand that there is an elect what we hope to be pray and be about, man. We hope to be a part of that number, you know. So we teach these things that are going to make our souls exempt and exempt other souls that the Lord has set up to be saved, wherein dwelleth righteousness. James 5:20. It says, let him know that he which converteth the sinner from the error of his way shall save a soul from death and shall hide a multitude of sins. And Vocab Malone doesn't seem like he's too grafted and rooted in his faith anymore. He's starting to do things like us. Like, well, maybe they might be right, so let me go ahead and grow my beard out. Well, let me kind of do some Jewish things, since this is what these guys are preaching now. These with their mystics, I might do this. He looks a bit shaky now, even though he still comes against us, man. He's gonna pay for that because he's oppressing the truth to something that the Lord wants to come out. But you can't stop this truth, man. As a matter of fact, 2 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 8. For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. And that's simple as that, man. How about Shemi Awashai is gonna do what he's gonna do? Are you gonna be on his side or are you not? You're not gonna stop this. You can either be with him or against him. Shit. As a matter of fact, hold up. Because like I said, you still got guys that's in camps that's doing basically things that were of the world, where the Lord said that we were enemies of the cross of Hamashiach, speaking through the letters of Paul, man. Those things make you enemies. That old man was the enemy, man. And we got to cut that guy off day by day. And you can't do things that are in this flesh, even if, sometimes they be lawful, meaning you got to be well balanced. I might just get to Luke, because it was one I was thinking about, but I forget how it's worded. This is Luke chapter 9, verse 50. It says, and Yahushua said unto him, forbid him not, for he that is not against us is for us. So if you're preaching in truth, like I said, it's not a name dropping thing. It's not being a part of some alphabet group. That's some old gang mentality, clique carnalism, man. That's not what we're about. We're about being for Yahweh Shemi Awashai. So you can go out there and as long as you're preaching in the name of Yahweh Shemi Awashai and the truth of this Bible, how we preach, what we learn from our elders, because we understand that is the truth, then yeah, man, you're with Yahweh Shai. But if you're preaching the opposite, you're not. You made yourself an enemy again, man. You renewed your sins, man. You crucified Yahweh Shai afresh with no shame. And you made him ashamed. So therefore you will suffer for that. Going back to the Romans 10. Because you're supposed to see this as a glory, man. And you still got guys that are coming to the truth. If you even want to call them being in the truth, they know they're Israelites. Where they'll think that some of the things we say is weird. But these are the things that are in the scriptures. Oh, you don't do that. You're not supposed to be doing that too. Yeah, I know. I still gotta get that. Oh, well, this prophet said I can still smoke. No, brother, y'all weird. Y'all don't do this. Y'all weird. You fasting? Y'all weird. You don't have sex on the Sabbath? Oh, man, you ain't think his wife was fine, niggas? You gay? Nah, brother, you can go get you another woman that's single. Nah, that's weird. This is Romans chapter 10. Back in verse 18, it says, but I say, have they not heard? These things we have told them, they have heard. But they rebuked it, man. Cast not your pearls before swine, because it wasn't for them. Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world. Because everybody knows about GMS, is what they like to say. Then you got guys that suffer that same shame name that we get because they teach the same thing that we teach. They'll say, oh, you must have learned from GMS. It says, but I say, did not Israel know? First Moses said, I will provoke you to jealousy by them that are no people, and by a foolish nation I will anger you. Right? Some people get upset at the confusion of faith. They say that we love heathens. But you don't understand that you didn't know you were Israelite. And if you were in another part of the world and you weren't preaching or teaching your people that were in that side of the world, and they didn't know anything just like you, and you laid down with some of the heathens. Those children from their father's seed are still Israelites. Doesn't matter how they look. It says that the children of the promise are counted for the seed. That's in the 9th chapter of Romans. It says, but Isaiah, which is Isaiah, is very bold and said, I was found of them that sought me not. I was made manifest unto them that asked not after me, because it says that the true worshipers shall worship the Father in truth and in spirit. You cannot get over that, man. You got people that's trying to fight against this, man. He's trying to fight against it. Our own people. All because they really just don't want righteousness to rule. They don't want Yahweh Shai to come back and rule this earth, man. Because there's no profit unto them. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can find it. I think it might be in Matthew, like the 25th chapter. Where they were saying that they got to get rid of this man because they're going to try to set him up as a ruler. Can't really. I might need to go ahead and start reading Matthew again because I can't think of how it's worded. I'm going to get ready to end it off soon. Rather than kind of longer than what I thought I want to be rambling. But yeah, man, Yahweh Shai was meant to come back and rule, and there's nothing that anybody can do about it. You can either be a part of that and be one of his officers, you know, or you can be an enemy and get your head cut off, get decapitated. For those my enemies that would not that I would rule over them, bring them hither and slay them before me. If I can't find it, I'm gonna just drop it. But basically, the scribes and the Pharisees, they knew that he was the king, and that's why they didn't want him to rule. It's like, yeah, we got to get this guy out of here. Well, I can't find it. So it's in the particular places in the Gospels You can go and read it for yourself. I know I gotta find the letter and read it. But basically, they wanted to stop Yahweh Shai from being king because they knew that he was meant to be king. They knew that that was the man, and it was gonna put them out of business and making money with Rome, man. You know, which is how, like I said, most of these camps feel. All the money that they're making through E, well, E is paying them to be a snare unto Israel, man. Whether it be your vocab alone trying to lead you back to Christianity, which is utterly false, or whether it be one of these false camps out here, man. You know, preaching carnalism and then being greasy with it to make it seem like it's in the scriptures, man. It says, but to Israel he said, all day long I have stretched forth my hands unto a disobedient and gainsaying people, which is what our people are, man. You know, they said they want to learn. As a matter of fact, we had a guy like 2 weekends ago. We told him that he like, you know, we was about to show him the name, and he said, I believe in the scriptures. But then we was about to show him the name in the scriptures. He's like, he just threw his hand up and said, nah, I don't want to hear that. But you believe in the scriptures. Because a lot of people, all they want to do is gainsay so they continue to do what they're doing because they think that they got it. They know that they don't got it, but they going to fight for they lust, man. They're not going to change, and that's why the Lord is going to destroy them. Hosea. And this is Hosea chapter 4, verse 4. It says, yet let no man strive, nor reprove another. For thy people are as they that strive with the priest. Yeah, because that's all people do, man. They find ways to come against this truth, but you cannot come against this truth. And you can't come against the men that the Lord set up in this truth. Because his power is on them. What does he say? That the weakness of the Most High is stronger than the strength of men. You know? This is Isaiah 52:1. It says, awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city. That's what the Lord is commanding this. This covering of Yahweh Shai, this is what's coming upon us right now, man. Along with the flesh, along with the breath, we're being covered. We're no longer dead. For henceforth there shall no more come into thee the uncircumcised and the unclean. I mean, hey, what does it say in 2nd Esdras? Well, I'll tell you what it says. It says that the heathen shall envy, but they shall be able to do nothing. It says that Israel shall dwell in safety. How? If we follow this. We follow the conduct of how we're supposed to be an Israelite of the Most High God. Praising the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, asking for more understanding, more wisdom, more patience. Doing the things which are performed up in the book, not being high-minded. Understanding that this was given, and it was given before to our elders before we came about. And you have to become more humble the more you learn. Shake thyself from the dust. Arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion. For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, ye have sold yourselves for naught, and you shall be redeemed without money. You know, how do we sell ourselves? We decide to serve idols and all the wickedness that comes with idols. Which idols, they allow what? Idols allow witchcraft. They allow homosexuality. They allow human sacrifice. They allow eating the unclean thing. Everything about the idol is the way of the average American lifestyle, man. You know, which the Lord is utterly against. What does it say? That the Most High, the love of the world is enmity with the Most High. You know, because when you go into it, it's everything against the scriptures. It's rebellion. But the Lord is going to come and redeem those that's putting on that covering that want to be obedient. So I'm pretty much just end it off right there, man. This truth is going throughout the earth. As the apostle said, you've been warned. Shalom.